Hey, what's going on, everyone? I hope you're all hanging in there in the midst of all this chaos that we got going on here. I wanted to go ahead and make a short video about something that I personally had a lot of trouble with the first couple years I got into drumming, which was just feeling comfortable behind the kit. So of course, this is going to bring us to today's lesson, and my very first lesson actually, which is going to be about getting closer and closer to that plane of comfortability that everyone strives to get to so quickly. In my earlier stages of playing drums, I would have these short little moments where I would just stutter while playing, and it sounded as if time itself was lagging. It was very strange. Now, once I identified this problem, I wanted to go ahead and tackle it head on, but really wasn't able to find an exercise that both sounds musical and is very fun. So I was able to create this very simple exercise that actually is based off of a very fun drumline exercise that's called the flam jams. If you aren't aware of what flam jams is, it's a warm-up that allows every individual player to play whatever it is that they want, except there are a couple of rules. And those rules are that the ideas have to be 16th note based, the players can't use diddles, they can't use crushes, or they can't use buzz rolls. But what they can use is flams and accents. And with those two options in mind, it really gets you to a place where you just start filtering out ideas and you can start deciding for yourself on what you like and what you don't like. And to me, this exercise is really helpful because it acts as some sort of a reset button or like a palate cleanser. And so basically the drum set version of this exercise is that you take any subdivision you want to work at. And for today's example, I'm going to go ahead and work with eighth notes. And what you want to do is put a click on and play quarter notes on the hi-hat with your left foot. And then what you want to do is just start alternating some eighth notes on the snare drum. And be sure to make sure that all of those eighth notes are as even as you can get them. And once you let that cook for a little bit, start improvising and messing around with those eighth notes by adding in accents, and only accents. And this is going to sound a little weird and counterintuitive maybe, but just bear with me for a second. When you start accenting all over the bar, this really gets you comfortable to start and end phrases all over the bar, which also makes the rest of this exercise very, very fun in my opinion. And for the third step, start to leave space between notes and introduce space into your phrasing. This is going to ease up on your CPU, and it's really going to give you time to really take in and digest all of the ideas that you're really putting out. And for all of the next steps, you're going to want to add in what I would refer to as sounds, right? So you want to start introducing voices, start introducing, you can start introducing like diddles, start introducing crushes in the snare, the rims, start adding in a tom, start adding in the tom but press your stick down on the tom, adding another tom, adding the bass drum, and so on and so forth. Right, and eventually you're going to get up to the point where you're going to start using the entire kit. And the entire kit also would include the left foot. And this exercise has actually helped my left foot tremendously, because once you start using it in your phrasing, it almost seems like you're entering like a completely different world. Like the options with like phrasing with your left foot like really brings like a whole new texture to your playing, and it's really quite awesome. And I've definitely had a lot of fun with that idea itself. And you know, after starting to mess around with this exercise for quite some time, I've noticed that this alone was actually helping my stuttering problem the best. And another great thing I've got with this exercise is I've gotten more comfortable playing with weird groupings and carrying those groupings over the bar, working with subdivisions I rarely practice, like septuplets for example. Like if we go back all the way to what I said in the very beginning when I was explaining this exercise, I said that you could work with whatever subdivision you want. And that's the real beauty of this exercise, is you can go ahead and translate these ideas to different subdivisions, and evidently you'll be able to feel really comfortable in quintuplets and 16th notes, triplets, septuplets, all kinds of stuff. And before you know it, you'll be able to move around the kit much easier. And so now I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate me going through this exercise step at a time, but except I'm going to be working with septuplets. And I'm going to see what new ideas I can come up with. Let's check it out. If you guys enjoyed this lesson, be sure to leave me a comment. I'm very curious of what you all think. This whole lesson thing is very new to me, and I'm really excited to kind of explore this new territory. So again, thank you so much for checking out the video. Please stay safe, have fun with this exercise. I'll see you soon.